I'm usually really cute about other topics, but this topic is not one we're going to be cute about. When you think about life and the time that you're allotted here, you have a finite amount of time to live your life the way that you see fit. And we often lose out on taking advantage of this time because we're being held up by something or someone. You stay in the wrong relationship for too long and there goes your time. Now you're single again and you're having to re-enter the dating scene when you would much prefer to still be in a long-term commitment. Or the last profession that you were in, you really didn't like it, but you felt like it was something that you had to do. But as you continue to do it, you realize that it is draining you. It is literally sucking the life out of you to continue to do something that you have no interest in or no love for. Now you feel like you're having to backtrack and make up time in order to reposition yourself to get back into a position that you consider to be a better position or a winning position. Along with the regret of wasting time where we should not have been in the first place, now you have a new sense of pressure, making sure that every choice that you make from here going forward is going to be one that is going to be advantageous for you, making sure that you're not going to fail or make another mistake. But what you haven't realized yet is that with this new pressure to make sure that every decision you make from here on out is the best decision, and to make sure that you do not make any mistakes, now you have created an internal fear of failure and making mistakes. If you made it this far, please hit that like button. This new and high standard puts you in a position to be hesitant about making every choice. It puts you in a position to not take certain actions, even if the reward to risk is worth the risk. Due to your past experiences of not fulfilling what it is that you wanted to fulfill in your mind, you now believe that you are unable to make sound decisions, and so you hesitate with making them. You now believe that your choices are questionable and maybe untrustworthy because the past decisions and choices that you made led you to a place where you ultimately didn't want to be. And this is an intangible experience that a majority of the population experience, and this is the fear of failure and the fear of making mistakes. In the situation that I previously spoke about, you find yourself in a position you did not want to be in or plan to be in. This can bring about an intense feeling of failure, especially if the entire goal of what you were doing was to be like somebody that you admired. I don't know, maybe there were people in your family who were married and stayed married for a long time. Or maybe there were people in your family who had a particular career path that they started out on as a young person and was able to take it all the way through to retirement. But your life just didn't turn out that way. You ran into completely unexpected results. You now use the unexpected outcome as a root and a point of reference for a new development in fear of making a mistake or failing again in this same situation. Now, this doesn't have to be a fear of failure or a fear of making a mistake as it refers to relationships. This could be anything. This could be work. This could be school. This could be family, children. This could be anything. When you take an action and you are expecting for something to turn out or be a particular way, and it doesn't happen the way that you wanted it to happen, now you are associating the unexpected or the undesirable outcomes with failure, or you're equating the situation ending or getting into the situation at all in the first place as a mistake. And as such, you feel like you didn't do a good job the last time, and now you have developed a fear of failure and a fear of making mistakes as it pertains to relationships. So now, whereas you would like to be in a long-term relationship, you are so fearful of choosing the wrong partner. You're fearful of opening up and being vulnerable with a new person and having that situation blow up in your face, i.e., a failure. And so due to this fear, now you have this stagnant energy because you don't want to make a decision because you are afraid that it'll be the wrong decision. So you don't make any decision, or you don't put yourself in the position to even have to deal with making a decision that would either lead to failure or another mistake. And I'll be the one to tell you, the way that you feel is completely valid. It is valid based off of the way that you have previously been programmed. But I want to tell you that the program that you have is holding you back, it's standing in your way, and it no longer is serving you. As human beings, we are very finite creatures. You only have a particular amount of time for you to experience what we call life. If you waste most of it in this stagnant energy, because this energy can have you stagnant for weeks, months, and even years before you actively make a step towards something that it is that you desire. Most people wait until they get older in order to do the things that they really want to do, because by that point, they have come to the realization and they understand, whoa, like I'm almost out of here and I haven't done any of the things that I want to do. Why? Because I'm afraid of making a mistake. Why? Because I'm afraid of failing at it. Why? Because I'm afraid of what other people will say if I make a mistake or if I fail at it. But eventually they realize that all of that stuff doesn't even matter. And so I'm telling you today, all of that stuff doesn't even matter, but based off of the programming that you have, you're reacting to it as such. You need to reprogram yourself, get the how to overcome fear of failure and making mistakes, rebuilding self-trust, and protecting your energy guide. This guide will walk you through reprogramming your mind so that you can get past this stagnant energy of a fear of failure or a fear of making mistakes. So you're not just sitting there and just letting your life pass you by. Discover which other toxic patterns that you have by taking the training below titled 57 Toxic Patterns That Cause Toxic Repetitive Cycles. I'm GodstyleBilal, and this has been your life instructional video for the GodstyleBilal experience for the week. Please make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and please head on over to www.GodstyleBilal.com in order to leave me a gift or a tip, and to check out the other resources that I have made available for you. Remember, you only have one life to live, so make sure that you're equipping yourself to be able to live the best life that you could possibly have. I love you so very much, and until next time. Mwah.